Ancient symbols are a language. They are picture words. What most do not realize is that they can help us understand our past. More about that in a minute. As the saying goes, a picture says 1,000 words. But what do these picture words mean? They adorn virtually every ancient monument. They're present in every ancient culture. Yet we struggle to grasp their message because our modern culture has lost the ability to understand the picture words or symbols of the past. Thus, the message they were meant to convey has gone missing as well, their meaning sealed away from us. In the case of most such icons, a new meaning has been adopted in recent times to replace the ancient original. For example, interpret this symbol for me. What is the first thing that comes to mind? Racism? Oppression? Tyranny? If so, many other religions would disagree with you. In such a case, the ancient meaning is not in evidence, replaced instead by a relatively modern interpretation with distinctly negative connotations. Now, what about this symbol? Would you think it represents evil, Satanism? It's actually Poseidon's trident. To millions of ancients, it was a symbol of sacred power, not evil at all. Now, this symbol. The Christ child with Mary, right? Wrong again. It's the pagan god Horus, reclining on the lap of his mother Isis, reverenced and worshipped for centuries before Christ and Mary. So in order to know the original meaning of such symbols, we must look beyond the modern, popular interpretation, which is most certainly corrupted. You see, this is why studying these symbols and the stories they provoked is important for you and every other Latter-day Saint. Understanding our true past and the origin of these symbols or icons determines our ability to better understand revealed truth. Many such symbols were employed in the Restoration. They are icons, picture words in our temples. They are metaphors, word pictures in our scriptures. So how do we sort out the truth of these icons and metaphors in the LDS tradition? How do we make sense of sacred symbols in our temples? How do we interpret prophetic metaphors when we encounter them in our scriptures? Furthermore, how do we penetrate eons of distortion and ignorance to find original truth? How do we explain and define these arcane symbols in our traditional LDS iconography? Because there is simply no denying they are there. How do we use them to properly understand the information revealed by the prophets of God? How do these icons and metaphors define and shape our own beliefs and the teachings of Mormonism? Well, I turn to the founding prophet of this dispensation, Joseph Smith, who studied and employed these symbols and metaphors. Indeed, this is the goal of the Cosmism series. Our quest is to understand the symbols employed by the ancient prophets, the Savior, his apostles, and a modern prophet, Joseph Smith, in our temples and in our scriptures.